Vermont's quality of infrastructure has received a C grade for the second consecutive time. Once every 5 years, Vermont is graded on the various aspects of its infrastructure quality by the Infrastructure Report Card organization, which is run by the American Society of Civil Engineers. The range of grading criteria each state receives involves aviation, bridges, dams, drinking water, energy, roads, solid waste, stormwater, and wastewater. Vermont received a C- on its drinking water quality, which estimated out to a $1.24 billion investment gap between what the state currently has and what it needs within 20 years. Likewise, the report card detailed that Vermont had the lowest energy production in the entire country, receiving a B-. Vermont has an advanced smart grid thanks to the 2012 installation of a smart meter throughout the state. Yet, the state still relies on fossil fuel importations from other states. By 2050, Vermont's goal is to transform the system to 90% renewable energy, with no coal, nuclear energy, and minimal petroleum. Also, Vermont is home to some of the highest energy costs, averaging around 17 cents per kilowatt hour as of 2017. Vermont has seen some improvements as the wastewater grade has risen from a D to a D+ over the past 5 years, yet there is still a $13.7 million annual gap between wastewater infrastructure and available revenues for the next 20 years. On top of these statistics, it is estimated that there is an investment gap of over $3 billion in order to bring Vermont's infrastructure up to par. It should be noted that the country has a cumulative infrastructure grade of a D+. However, this also represents a greater national issue that may be overseen. There is an annual $3.3 trillion gap between what has been funded and what is needed to maintain the economic and population growth through 2030 nationwide. Now, it is easy to decide to just increase the government funding of infrastructure, but that would result in a reduction of funding to other institutions and systems such as the education system, which the report card already estimated to have a $198 million gap in capital expenditures in Vermont. Other essential institutions and systems include police protection, highway building and maintenance, welfare programs, and hospital and healthcare. On the positive side, Vermont has made notable improvements upon various issues. For example, Vermont brought the grade on bridges from a C in 2014 to a C+ in the most recent 2019 grading. Today, only 5% of state bridges are considered structurally deficient in comparison to the 9.6% that was of 2012. To increase progress upon the topic of infrastructure, the report card offered 6 solutions. Of those, recommendations included increasing the resiliency of infrastructure in preparation for the more frequent increased severity of storms that have been occurring and to support emergency response. They also mentioned that Vermont needs to better balance the quality of infrastructure between urban and rural areas, especially when Vermont is a mostly rural state. Ultimately, this topic needs to generate more attention through lawmakers, as the issues that have been pointed out will only grow in cost and importance over time.